Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111
Problem with these Instagram shorts and the YouTube shorts and the TikToks, which are just Instagram and YouTube ripped off TikTok with the shorts, is you have to edit them up. They have to be slick editing. They have to be a lot of jump cuts to get to the story and get it, out there, or speed up the video or all these things. How many times have you seen something on Instagram? And you're like, oh, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and try that. Like mostly with recipes. And then you try to replicate that recipe and it is a freaking disaster.
Well, I feel like anytime you watch an instructional video, even on YouTube, they've done it 100 times at least. So they're really good and proficient at it.
Even if it's 10 minutes long.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, this is a 5-minute video. I'm 45 minutes into my project, and it's like, I should have been done with this 40 minutes ago.
It gives you a very false sense of timeliness when you get these, especially on the shorts platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But what is the success rate of these things? Because I question the minute I hear somebody say, oh, I saw this on TikTok, so I decided to give it a try.
Yeah.
The success rate is less than 50% on that. Okay? From my anecdotal, like, oh, how'd it work out for you? Not too good. That's usually the answer.
Like you said, everybody thinks they're a doctor, an expert, a scientist, whatever, on TikTok. And so when I first saw this video, then I looked into it. I'm like, yeah, these are all valid points for the gas thing. I mean, that's 1 out of a million. I don't know.
You said the Consumer Reports people or whatever said, yes, he's right on all 4 of those fronts. Publish it in Consumer Reports. Don't post it on TikTok because people are going to automatically discount it as you're some kind of know-it-all moron, wannabe famous guy. And really, you're trying to do a public service here.
Here's another TikTok video from a different person. This is a woman who says, this is how you go into a hotel and steal breakfast. And I'm guessing this is the continental breakfast, right? Like you just walk in, grab a bagel and sit down and eat it like you have a room there. They never check you. But I don't know. Let's see what she has to say. I haven't watched this.
Here are some tips on how to get your breakfast. It's key to research beforehand. Know the layout of the first floor of the hotel that you're going into and go to the elevators first. Look like you belong there, but also look like you don't need to be there. Like it's an inconvenience for you to be there. Just look so busy, be on the phone. The clipboard goes a long way. I'm already planning where I'm going for breakfast next week. Please grab stuff not for yourself. The pre-wrapped bagels and fruit. People always need food.
Okay. I mean, anybody could just walk into the Holiday Inn Express and just walk over and grab yourself a bagel and start toasting it. Are they ever going to question you? Like, I don't know.
But when you leave,
why would you do that? That's stealing, and it's ethically not right. You shouldn't do that.
No, you shouldn't. But sometimes, think about it.
And she should know that this is a great way to get arrested. Can you imagine? How'd you get arrested? What are you in for? Oh, he's stealing a bagel from the Holiday Inn Express, or
worse. Or worse, I made a TikTok video which totally implicates me for making stealing these things from the Holiday Inn Express. Yeah. So the last time I had a continental breakfast, it was over the holidays. We stayed at a Best Western Plus in Reading. Phenomenal continental breakfast. Almost too good, because when it's almost too good, most of the people that are staying at the hotel will go down there and take advantage of it. And the place was packed. And I was like, well, nobody wants to eat at an empty restaurant. It must be good. It was good. I love the thing where you make your own waffle. That's the best. That's the best thing. I want that set up in my house, where you take the waffle. It's got a little timer on it. You get your batter, and it pours batter into like a little cup. And you take the cup and then you fill up your waffle. You get 2 choices of the waffle that you want. You can do the 4 mini waffles, or you could do the big Belgian waffle. The batter comes out of a tube. I think it's called golden griddle or something like that. And you dump it in there, and then you put it in there, and when you close the lid, a 2-minute timer comes on. And when that 2-minute timer comes on, that lets you know to flip it. And then another 1.5 minutes it will go after you flip it. And then you open it up. Perfect waffle every time. perfect waffle every time.
I'm sure you could probably buy that on Amazon or something.
I want that setup though. I don't want to have to make the batter and put the batter in.
So you want to buy the batter in the tube?
Is there a city utility in which I could get batter mainlined into my house like I do gas and water?
Yeah, no, probably not. But let's see here.
Awesome. Flippable
waffle batter in a tube.
Well, yeah, that's easy. I mean,
I'm just saying here, right here. Here you go. Right here.
What, is there 6 TikTok videos for it?
No, I'm on Amazon. You can just buy this stuff right here. It's already pre-made.
What's it called?
Dump it in.
What's it called?
Well, this is a waffle batter dispenser. This one is called Honey Stinger, organic gluten-free salted caramel waffle in a pouch. You don't want to do that one? Okay. Here's waffle mix, certified kosher, vegan, gluten-free. Why is everything gluten-free? It must be my wife's a glutard.
I eat the wheat out of gluten. I like it so much.
You sound like my stupid stepdad. We're at... Does
your stupid stepdad have a stupid TikTok channel?
No, he doesn't, thank God. We're at the Japanese restaurant where they live. It's called Shogun. And it's where they cook all the food in front of you. And my wife says, hey, can we use the gluten-free soy sauce? And the guy all of a sudden looks at everybody and goes, hey, you guys have a problem with using gluten-free soy sauce? And my stepdad goes, outside, he goes, no, I need extra gluten in mine or I'm leaving. And the guy thinks he's serious. Yes, all soy sauce has gluten in it, but unless you get the gluten-free soy sauce. Unless you get the gluten-free. And guess what? The gluten-free soy sauce tastes no different than regular soy sauce. It's like when you get the red and the green label. The red is regular, the green is low sodium. Right. I can't taste the difference. Can you? To me, they just all taste like soy sauce.
I wouldn't even know to look for a difference. I would say, okay, why is one green, one's red?
You didn't know the green one is lower sodium?
I would probably go for the green one because it means go and red means stop. I wouldn't even look at it. Because, to your point, soy sauce all tastes the same.
It doesn't matter.
It all tastes the same to me.
Yeah, they make a gluten-free soy sauce. I buy it for my wife, and it's exactly the same. It's just more money because they apparently take the gluten out of it.
Did you stop your stepdad? Your stupid stepdad?
No, I just laughed at him.
And you're like, hey, no. Hold on a second. The unleaded is the more expensive of the two soy sauces. We got to get that because it's more expensive. It's higher end. It's all how you sell it, right?
Yeah, but at the restaurant, they don't charge you more for this. It's just at the grocery store.
Right, exactly. You're like, no, dude, shh. What are you doing, dude? We're getting the high-end stuff, man.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOC.com.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.